Earbuds Podcast, presented by Headliner Music Club.
All right, I feel good. I feel loose. We didn't do the vocal exercises yet, but it's fine. Hey, Mike, can you, we usually do this just to, it sounds weird, but can you just like count to 10, but we do it in like a chipmunk voice just because we want to check the
like
trouble
1,
levels.
2, higher,
a little bit higher.
1, 2, 3. Are y'all playing with me? Is this like a hazing? It's like a hazing. Well, now try to catch me slipping.
Did we record that? Please tell me we recorded that. Did we record that?
That's how we start the podcast, boys.
I love it. Word.
I know, I'd be dying. I was like,
I see
wait,
what's
is he
good.
joking? I was like, I'm going to keep my mouth shut on this one. I was like,
my
let's see where we're
God.
going with it. I was like, no, we don't.
I thought we were boys, Jerzy.
Sorry, man. I had to do it.
Dude, Mike, that was the first time I've ever heard that before. So I was just like,
oh, I knew what he was.
that's how I knew.
I knew what he was up to. I was like, wow, Jerzy.
He's like, higher? Yeah, man.
Dang.
Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, we're kicking off episode number 21 with the Earbuds Podcast. And thank you to our guest who just got introduced by himself, Mike Taylor, man. Thank you so much for doing this.
What's good, Jerzy? What's good, guys?
Yeah. We did a little
I didn't even know that we just told that we were starting.
No, I looked at Neil's face, and that's when I knew. I said, "Oh, he's playing them games." I was
trying to keep a straight face. I was like, wait, where are we going with this?
Oh,
Let's get
man.
the acoustics right. Thank you to Headliner Music Club for putting this together for us. Shout out to Scratchy, who's here today. We got Mike Taylor originally from Philly, now living in LA. And why don't you give a little background, who you are and everything to everybody that's listening.
Oh man, what's good, guys? I'm a singer, songwriter, artist, DJ. I know you guys through DJ Vice. I wrote and performed on his first artist song release ever. Most people know me from my record with Afrojack, Pitbull on the remix Summer Thing. DJ Vice records called World Is Our Playground. And I make music and I DJ and I do the thing sometimes on occasion.
All things music.
Yeah.
He's a great person, too. You ever hang out with Mike? He's a lot of fun, too.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. We had a lot of good stories.
Now I got smoked with you, Jerzy. So
I gotta dig myself out of this hole a little bit. I'm like, Mike's
Got
a great
him.
guy, man. Humanitarian. He does a lot of charity work, Okay, so we got Mike Taylor coming up. We got 10 questions with him. Throwback. We had to change the name of a segment, so now it's called Throwback or Throw Out. We're gonna go over songs that were big about 9 years ago, and just seeing if you would still play them today or pass on them. Also,
like
we got
play him in the club.
Exactly.
Okay.
Party records, whatever you got to do. We're gonna go through those records. Deep digs. That's also just SoundCloud counts that you're following, and you got some heat. You know where to let everybody know where to pick that up at. What's the scenario? The return of the hundreds. We'll explain that a little bit later. And your edit submissions. We got a bunch this month, so thank you guys, everyone, for submitting on those.
We had a lot.
Actually, a lot.
That was a lot.
Yeah, a lot of homework for us. And so we got all that coming up on the show. Very excited. We got to give a few people some shout out, some love to Champagne, Casis, Dex, Cutswell. Cutswell just hooked me up with a bunch of country records. So thank you so much. Yeah.
Send that over, dog.
But dude, it's not just country records. He filtered out. He's like, hey, that you don't need that trash. If peak hour, these are the big hits. So thank you. If I got a good country set coming up. It came from Cutswell. So thank you for lacing me with those. DJ 9. Shout out to him.
Philly.
Philly, yeah, another Philly guy.
Another Philly guy.
Kellen in Arizona. Everyone knows Kellen.
Mm-hmm.
And James Huang. I don't know. I'm just shouting him out. He didn't really do much.
What's crazy
this last
is
month.
he's on my shout out list just for no reason.
I just don't say the
He's
same here. I was like,
just permanently on the shout out.
He's a big supporter and he's a celebrity now. So, we have to give him his love. Also, the guys from Bodega, our homies Josh and Shane, who picked up the hat that I'm wearing. as well. They proudly support us, so thank you guys. And Neil, you got some shout outs, right?
Yes, I got a ton of them. I've been on the move for the past since the last time that we recorded. So I just got back from Hawaii today. So I want to give a shout out to a couple of people I ran into, a couple of people I was working with, but I played at District. So I wanted to give a shout out to Alex Cam.
Hot spot, yeah.
Yeah, District that shit was wild.
Big up Alex.
that spot is crazy. So Alex Cam, I was DJing with Micah Banks, Debin, my buddy Insung. He actually came out there with me from New York. He's one of my buddies out here. D Wiz, SK, and Compose.
Yeah.
And then my boys from Atlanta came out. So they came out to New York to visit me. So Weapons, EU, David, Seth, and then our girl Janie.
Wait, you know someone named EU? Like EU?
Is it EU? I think it's
pronounced EU.
We had him on the podcast, guys.
I just heard ill. Like ill. I was like, yeah, that's a tight name.
You know,
I'm like, we had him like 3 episodes ago. I don't know. Who is this guy? Mike, we'll never do that to you. We know who you are, man.
And then one last group. I was just in Chicago. I did do a private event out there. Yeah.
You were. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, you can't even say that, man. I put that on. I was like, okay, I'm going to post this on Instagram and tag Jersey to make sure that I have witnesses.
We all saw that.
Know that?
No, but you also said you're taking my gigs. That's what you said. I'm coming for your shows.
Yeah,
is what
I
you
want
specifically said.
Everything you've got, I want.
Yeah, thank you.
Everything.
He goes, everything. I'm coming for your shows. Yeah.
Everything. So shout out to our guy Rudy out there from Galleria, DJ Dare, and then I went out to Celeste to hang out with Strategy and Heavy.
Oh wow!
And they got this disco duo called Disconnect, and man, they killed it.
That's a great name.
Set. Sounds like fun. Like disco house or just straight disco?
It was like disco and disco house, and they've got like their own like little private edits and remixes that they're doing too that are sick. But
I've been digging a lot of disco house and just lately, so
yeah, disco, man. That thing has been popping up a lot lately.
Yeah, no, it's big. Genre. Thanks to like Disco Dom and Disclosure.
It goes over well for college kids too, because I'm
it works.
When I'm playing in Tempe, they're like, yeah, play some like was it Saturday Night or Staying Alive?
Bee Gees?
Yeah, they're like, play Staying Alive. I'm like, what? I'm like, I mean, it's cool. I just didn't. I'm like, why was that's the first thing that comes to mind for kids and disco? I don't know, whatever, but they love it.
I love playing disco. It's like we get busy. It's a vibe. Like, and I do a house party, like where it's like soul black house and it's like disco, soul music.
Soul funk disco,
or like in house, like real house, like your Chicago, Detroit type shit. It's fire.
Nice, very nice.
So Neil, are you good?
I'm good.
All right,
that's it. I know it was a lot, but
I know. Yeah,
I've been on the move.
5. You have besides James Hwang.
Shout out to James Hwang again. Shout out to Compose. Just he's always hitting me about the playlists and everything else we talk about. And
what up, Compose?
What up, Jay? Diesel from Nashville, Chris. Another country secret weapon that he sent. He just sent some stuff over, so I'll shoot over to you guys. But he's on my list of stuff to play. Pause.
Cool. All right. Let's okay, we got all the shout outs out. That's great. Let's go around. What you guys been up to? You know what? Let's start off with Mike Taylor, our guest. What you been up to, man?
Yeah, Mike.
Just been DJing, working on a lot of music. Just dropped a new record with my man Unlike Pluto called Glow in the Dark. I did a record with him years ago called Everything Black. It's like my biggest record. I think we had like 350 million streams on Spotify. So we're following that up. It's crazy. We're trying to follow that up with a group. So we started a group called UPXMT. We dropped our first record out on June 20th. So that's out right now. It's called Glow in the Dark. And I just been DJing a lot. I got I'm at Radio City Music Hall doing this really dope event in July. So just been getting ready for that. And
what kind of event? That's a very historic place.
It's crazy. It's like it's like for me, it's like all worlds are colliding for me for that. It's like I wrote a theme song for a podcast, and the podcast ended up being like huge. And
Earbuds?
Is it art?
So I did the opening. It's actually like a tech finance podcast, and we did a live taping of this podcast already in September at the Chase Arena in San Francisco. So it was like me, it was like Mark Zuckerberg, Daniel Ek from Spotify. It's that kind of vibe. And then I open up the show singing.
Wait, is it the All In podcast?
No, it's called Acquired.
Oh.
In a matter of 2 minutes, he dropped things that he's connected to, like Mark Zuckerberg and Radio City Music.
Yeah,
Hall.
we're connected to James Wang.
No. I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to just, But like I said, it's like all worlds colliding with that because I'm singing the song, but then I'm doing like a little Mike Taylor like concert, and then for the Radio City Music Hall, I'm DJing too, so I get to do all.
Hot.
Yeah.
Man, you got it all.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Trying to get it, man.
I mean, it looks like you are.
Yeah, it seems like you got it. Yeah, exactly.
So it's just cooking.
What else? 5, what you been up to, man?
Just been chilling, man. Forgot about the podcast today.
It's cool. I thought it was last week, so
I thought it was next week.
so there you go. So we met in the middle.
Everyone knows, like we waited about 20 minutes until we found 5 because he had no idea that we were recording.
I was
today.
outside walking the dog and shit. So Scratchy and I just did a gig in San Diego. Wish You Were Here with our dogs, Jules, Chaos, Recaps, Kev Mighty. It was a day party Sunday in San Diego. It was, what do you expect from a sunny day in San Diego? Playing 100 BPM records.
100 BPM.
R&B, hip hop, EDM house, everything works. Sing along. So, that was a good
Where was
time.
it? Was it on a rooftop or like?
It's at the Courtyard in San Diego with Hickeys and Dry Humps. It's the
Courtyard. Is it on?
It's on Market and 13th, I believe.
Okay, so a little bit further from Gaslamp.
They do a lot of events there, like Jules and the Hickeys and Dry Humps. They do.
I still love that name.
Hickeys and Dry Humps is so horny.
That's fire, though. That's fire.
Yeah, if I was in the 8th grade, I'm like,
Neil, what you been up to, dude? Besides Hickeys and Dry Humps.
I mean, just earlier, I played in Hawaii, played in Chicago. I've just been hanging out. I'm in New York. I'm in this like weird. This happens every year for me, where this is like the moment where everybody starts coming in to visit. So I've just been tour guiding like crazy. So if I'm not working,
is it slower in New York now?
Does
it get slower?
Right? You guys get rain and shit?
Well, no, I'm saying like, does it like, do people go, I don't know, to the Hamptons, and are there other options like where people just, or they go overseas and they're like, hey, we're traveling right now? Because I know a lot of people are at Cannes.
So Memorial Day weekend is like kind of like the kickoff for the official kickoff for summer for us, and it's kind of like New York is just seasonal. So like, if you live here, you're essentially going to either the Hamptons, Montauk, or you're going to the Jersey Shore, or you're going to Atlantic City, or Miami. Or actually, no, I take that back. Miami, not Miami.
No one goes to Miami.
No one goes to Miami. But everybody kind of just leaves the city to kind of somewhat like local areas, like beach towns. But everybody that's from out of state comes in because this is when we have the nicer weather. They're not really accustomed to like the Hamptons and Montauk or like Jersey. They want to see the city. Yeah. So as the locals leave, all my friends come in, and so it's slow, but it's actually really busy.
Nah, that's the best part. Like when New York is like chill.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be in the crowd, man.
That was like remember when we used to go to Paris and then they would be like, hey, the whole city just shuts down in August.
Yeah.
For like,
well, Europe just goes on holiday, so
they just go to the south of France and they're just like, hey, regular businesses, the bakeries, like, oh, we're done for the whole month, and it's like, what?
Yeah, the conversations out there are different. Yeah, everybody, like, I'm talking server, everyone just like
everyone's gone.
They're just staying. Yeah,
they go on like a summer break.
Way different. Here it's like, yeah, we're going to the Jersey Shore. There they're like, yeah, we're going to the south of France. Way different conversations.
Way different lifestyles. For me, it's been pretty busy. I'm going to Vegas this weekend, and then what else? I got a show with Don Toliver, so that will be fun or interesting.
Ooh,
we'll see how
where's
that.
At Galleria?
Yeah.
I saw that flyer.
So
I got one with Austin Mills this Saturday at Little Sister, actually.
Nice.
Oh wow. Okay.
So,
Yeah, I'm already getting like the text of like, make sure you get every song, download all this stuff. I'm like, oh man, I'm like, here we go. So
you want
I have a
to
question.
Jerzy?
Are you guys USB or still Serato?
Serato. I'm on Serato.
I'm USB and I have a new hack, and it's the best hack ever.
Why don't
you
you
want to
share
share
that with
it? Are
everybody?
you going to
Yeah.
share it?
I bring an aux cord.
Oh,
like,
word.
I'm like, yo, honestly, it's the best because a couple weeks ago I was playing at a club here in LA and I had my laptop and an aux cord, and then the guy was like, yo, play Eminem. It's like an Eminem album cut. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not gonna have this. And I went on my laptop, like, you know what? I have my aux cord. Let me plug it in. I'll just play it for you. Boom. The guy gave me $500. Easy.
And you just DJ'd out of it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. See,
Aux
I'm
cord.
Serato. I'm Serato, but in the summer, I got to do USB because my shit be frying, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the reason why I got on USB, because of summers in Vegas, like doing pool parties and shit. Like,
It's crazy.
you know.
So
I can do both.
destroys
I
me.
do both. I have an SD card in my wallet, and then I just kind of put all my stuff in that SD card just in case of emergencies. But for the most part, I feel like my computer, I don't even really use it because I use the HID mode. So I'm like scrolling
So
through
you're
and everything.
basically using like a.
It's the same difference. It's just I'm just really fast with it. Or if there's an emergency where it's like,
I mean, I can give you a quick hack. You can transfer your files from Serato to record box. Just drag and drop. So if you have like a folder,
I've been doing that.
yeah.
I've been doing that. Yeah,
So-
yeah.
and it moves Q points over.
No, but
See, that's
pretty
where
easy.
I'm like,
No, there's third party. There's like third party. Like I've been using Lexicon.
Yeah, Lexicon does
So,
the
yeah,
Q
yeah.
points, but honestly though, like I've been organizing in record box anyway, so it doesn't,
I see.
Yeah.
doesn't really matter.
That's
But
what
yeah.
I'm.
I just
I'm doing
started-
too.
I just started using the title shit. And
oh, I love that. That's me too.
It's so easy. So that's why that's what made me think about it when you just said the Don Toliver.
yeah,
The last time I had one of those things, I had to do. It was me and Lil Nas X in West Hollywood, and I was just like, he would come up to me and ask for a song. I mean, I didn't have it, so I was just go to title, pull it up, and just get busy. Yeah.
I feel like it's if you're booked for open format, people expect you to have everything, even though we know it's not possible. But
Right.
They're booking you for that reason of going, hey, this guy will have everything for whoever comes in, and they're prepared.
Yeah.
So it's just like, if I come there with a stick and I'm just like, man, I got 200 songs, this is all you're getting. I feel like sometimes
Bring
I've been in
aux cord, my guy.
positions. Yeah, well, I mean that. Yeah, well, I mean we didn't know that until now, but yes, I think there's circumstances where people expect you to have everything, and you're like, oh, man, that's what I'm gonna roll out
It
here
was
with.
like-
But
Yeah. I was getting requests for Sexy Drill too, and I'm like, oh fuck. I have like a few Cash Cobains and like the Don Toliver record and the Jordan old Bata.
Autotune.
You know what I'm talking about? Bata
Yeah, yeah.
So like aux
Is that the
cord.
Kalani record? Is that the Kalani
Yeah, the Kalani record. So yeah.
well, now you
just
could do Apple Music's on Serato too.
Apple
right?
Music too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just-
yeah.
Yeah, there's.
But
so
I'm just
now
saying
you
for
pull-
the USB guys, like it's a nice
got
little
Aux
hack.
cord.
Aux cord.
Aux cord. Okay.
Aux cord, baby.
All right, let's go on to the charts for the month. HMC charts. Mao P, like it, like I like it. You guys playing that?
My
Anyone?
favorite record right now.
Okay.
It's so good. I like you more
Nice.
than I love it, and I love it on and I got like I like it.
Hey.
In case anyone wanted to know what it sounded like, there you go. A
Somebody's gonna
Millie
sample that part.
side piece of Millie VIP edit. That's in the top. I think that's number 1 right now. Actually, you guys like that
Fire.
one?
I do
Flick
like
of
I've
the
been-
wrist
I've been-
should be
I've been
number
playing
2, I think.
Okay.
Fade, flick of the
Prop-
wrist, number 2.
Propa. Oh, Fade, flick of the wrist. Let's talk about that. That's a new one that just came out. Correct.
A month ago. It's for SoundCloud and HMC only. So.
There you go.
That one was dope. That one was
Nice
dope.
work, boys. Nice work. I can't wait to see what you guys got coming up too. Propa and Waka Flocka Grove Street Party. That's another one.
Dope.
That's a really good one.
That came out like a year ago, and then the record got officially released. And shout out to
Yeah, I
Papa,
heard.
man.
Yeah,
Your neighbor.
It wasn't. Yeah, I don't know him, but we live in the same city. Disco Lines and Tinashe, No Broke Boys. I really like that song. It's could be some.
It's
summer.
gonna be the song of the summer.
Yeah, you know who
I'm
said that?
calling it.
Kellen. Shout out to Kellen. He was like, "Man, this is my song," and I'm like, I didn't hear it. And it came out about a month ago or so, and I was just
You
like,
can tell
put me
the
on it.
song's gonna be like a big record when like the day it releases. Also, 50 other remixes and edits came out.
No, you know
like,
what gets
oh.
me is when you start seeing it on everyone's reel or like.
Oh yeah,
or
it's TikTok.
a
It's big
story.
on TikTok right now. Yeah.
Story
Right.
reels, and you start seeing like everyone posting it
Yeah.
as their track. I feel like that's when it usually takes
Shout
over.
out to Thad, man. He knows what he's doing over there. You know?
Billboard #1 right now is the Sabrina Carpenter. I just checked it out. Man-Child. That is. I haven't got any requests for it yet, but I
It's
feel
a
like it's
cruising
coming.
around with your girlfriend record.
Okay. Morgan Wallen, he's got a lot in the top 10, and Alex Warren, Ordinary #1, or it's number
I don't know
2
that
or
one.
something. Yeah, it's a big record though. I don't know.
What genre is it in? Country?
Like
Ed
country,
Sheeran?
probably.
Ed Sheeran genre.
Ed Sheeran
whatever that-
genre? Okay.
Yeah, I feel like it's
What is
that
Ed
kind of.
Sheeran? That's folk, isn't it?
No,
You know, he's just
Singer-
pop.
it's like
songwriter?
pop. It's pop rock. I don't know, whatever you would want to call it.
Okay.
Let's go to TikTok real quick. I found some TikTok charts. Kesha, Your Love Is My Drug is charting. I don't know where it's like. I'm just giving you some random records on here that within the
Good
top
one.
10.
I forgot about.
Yeah, dude, once I saw that, I played it and it really went
I still play it, and people,
go crazy
Really?
for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I DJ in West Hollywood. They love
It's crazy.
that.
I don't even have it.
Oh yeah.
Is there a
yeah.
Pink Pony Club in West Hollywood? Just off the record.
Nah. But we just
Okay.
that's just what the clubs are. I guess.
Oh,
it's
okay. I didn't
supposed
know
to
if there
be
was
the Abbey.
actually like.
No.
I was like, I don't remember a Pink Pony Club in
No.
that area.
No.
Okay. All right, that was sorry. Side note, I was just thinking about that. Okay. Black Eyed Peas, Rock Your Body. That was another one that was in TikTok charts.
Interesting.
And Moly, Shake It to the Max. I think it pronounced
That's,
it right.
Lord.
Moily,
Moily?
and Silent Addy.
Yeah.
And there's a remix,
Cynthia.
right?
I don't
That's
know.
a
I
big
never
record. It's like a dance hall record.
Yeah, it's big.
It was on our ones to watch, and then it was in my like top 5 at one point. A couple
Oh,
months back.
these are your picks.
that one was a while back ago.
Yeah,
it's a big.
I remember
record.
you mentioning it. I knew about the record. Shout out to Brandon and the team at Super Music Group. He sent it over to HMC early, but big on TikTok too, like huge.
Yeah.
It's like a
There you
dance.
Do
move,
like
right?
even an Afrobeat set.
Oh,
You're
so
playing
there's a
that.
dance to it. Okay, yeah, I didn't know.
It's like
I saw it pop up. All right, so Apple Music City Charts, Glorilla Typa. I never heard of that record. Did you guys play that?
yeah.
I-
It samples the Keisha Cole Love.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah.
hook
Oh,
is-
I do know that record. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I played at a Galleria. It still needs some. It's in my ones to watch actually.
Yeah.
It's,
Okay.
It still needs some time.
I've been playing
All
it at like R&B parties, like warm up vibes. But
Okay, so everyone else is
not
on
like
this
Power
record
Hour.
except for me.
Not like Power
Okay.
Hour.
Got it.
There's a good edit on HMC that goes from the original to that. So go.
Holy
Pete.
shit. Okay. I'm really back.
That's gonna work for you, Jersey.
I had no idea.
need to download it.
Sabrina Carpenter, Manchild, and Jesse Murph, Blue Strips. I think I said Stripes on the last podcast, but it's Strips, and it's a massive song.
Yeah.
On the Apple Music City Charts. So there you go. All right, let's go on to our next segment. Here we go. I'm really excited about this one. It's called Throwback or Throw Out. We tweaked it a little bit because Neil wanted to perfect it.
But what was it before? Just so everybody knows where we're going with this.
It was, what was it? Well, we only did it once.
Peak or pass.
Peek or Pass, and you were like, "That's a stupid name," and I'm like, "Man, I spent all night coming up with that."
Wait. So it's throwback or throw it away?
Now he wants to call it Throwback or Throw Out.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
throwback.
Basically, it's the
songs
same
that are-
exact thing that I was doing, but he liked that
it's
name better. He
songs
wanted.
that are- It's songs that are 9 years old, so automatically they're considered throwbacks. But are you playing it or are you not playing it?
Okay.
Is it a throwback or is it a throw out?
Peek or Pass would have worked too.
Yeah.
How about
Throw
yeah?
out is
Now,
harsh.
How about just
Us artists is sensitive about our shit, dog.
All right, how about this? How about yeah or nah?
Or not. We'll change that on the next episode. All right, let's go through these. Let's go through these 10 records really quick from 9 years ago today.
Yeah.
All right. So let's do the order of 5. Neil, Mike. So you guys, as soon as I say the record, you just go yay or nay or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber, Love Yourself.
Yes.
Height.
No, I'm not
That's
playing
yes.
the record. No.
Okay. Number 2, Justin Bieber, Sorry.
Yes.
Height.
Yeah, that should go off still in the club.
Yeah.
Okay. One Dance, Drake.
Yes.
Height.
Wait, I'm so.
No.
What were we supposed to say? Throw it
No.
out or yes?
No,
Throw it
it's just it's throwback or
Throw it
throw out.
Is it yes or no?
Yeah.
All right.
You just shook your head no, and you're like, yeah. That's so confusing. Okay. Rihanna, Work.
Yes. Wait, keep it. What is it?
Throwback.
Throw it
Is
back.
it a throwback or are you
Throwback
throwing
or
it
throw
out?
out. It's very
All right,
simple.
throw it back or throw it out. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're good on that.
Yeah.
Neil?
I'm throwback. I'm throwback.
Throwback.
Throwback. So wait, that means yes, right? Throwback?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm guessing. Okay. I'm
See, it's
confused now.
confusing, dude.
Throw
you guys
out
made it
is not.
confusing.
Throw out is
Is
not
it
a
yes or no?
It's a good throwback or it's a throw out. I think
It
that's what
says
we're trying-
either yeah or nar.
We got to perfect this,
Nerve.
guys. This is like, oh. All right. 21 Pilots, Stressed Out. I don't think that's a club record, right?
I don't even know that fucking song.
It's
Really? that was actually their breakout record.
Really?
Yeah. Or wait,
Wait, hold on.
no, it was what was the song
It's
before
around that.
one? It was this was their second single.
Ride is their breakout record.
No, that was their third single.
The fuck?
Yup. Yup.
I don't think anyone's playing that right now, right? I'm guessing
You
no
know,
one's
you
playing
know what's
21.
wild?
Oh,
You know what's
Heathens.
wild?
Heathens.
Oh yeah.
That was their big one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You're right.
And then stress.
There
Go ahead.
There is a party that I play every few months that's like it's all
Dedicated
like
to 21
alternative.
Pilots.
No, it's just like alternative emo shit, and I played that record. That's the only instance I would play that record. But it went off.
Stressed Out. It was a big record when it
Yeah,
came
it's
out.
Massive
Yeah.
record.
So yes, I
I'll
actually just
download
played
it.
that one and Ride recently.
Yeah.
Really? Where would you play that?
It's just kind of like my left turns. It's almost like a sneaky slapper at that point.
You have a lot of
Sure.
left turns.
You know, you just gotta, put your balls
Take
on
risks.
the table.
Take risks.
Well,
All right.
I can't even believe I said
Palate
that.
cleanser. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need a palate cleanser, a moosh
Yeah.
moosh, if you will. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
I
shake
like
them
that.
up a little bit.
Yeah,
Balls on the
exactly.
table, palette.
Yeah, put your
cleansers.
balls on the table. Let them know. Let them know what you're working with.
I don't know where this is going, guys. All right. Panda by Designer. That guy was, man. He was
Honestly,
every.
I know. It's just it does work again, but
Yeah.
I just don't play it. So that's gonna be a no for me, dog. Wait, is
I do.
Randy Jackson gonna come after us for this? If I say that's a no for me, dog.
I don't know, but then our ratings will go up for sure.
That's gonna be a no
I
for me,
don't play
dog.
that. Yeah, it's a no
Yeah,
for me.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
play that record.
I do. I play it.
Okay. Justin Timberlake. I can't stop the feeling.
Never liked the record. Never played it.
I
played the
Yeah,
shit
no,
out of that
no, no.
record. I love it. I don't know.
I just play the end part, like na 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 the feeling, and I go into something else. But honestly,
I don't think it's.
Yeah, I do it only on corporate events.
I was
Yeah,
about to say
yeah.
the
Oh
same
yeah,
thing.
yeah. I mean, yeah,
that's
that's
a corporate go-to, right?
That's like a I got a feeling type of vibe right there.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's easy.
I agree
it's
with
easy. Everybody likes it. It's like it just works.
We should
Chainsmokers-
we should title it Corporate Goat.
Corporate.
Corporate
Next to it.
It's a corporate goat.
Yo, honestly, that's a good play. I need the corporate goat playlist. next
For real.
episode.
HMC's got a new playlist. Corporate
Corporate
Goat.
Goat.
Yo, honestly,
Corporate go.
no lie.
There it is.
It moves. All right. Chainsmokers, Closer.
Yes.
Yes.
All the
Really?
way.
You
Right now,
definitely
you're still
have to
playing
play
it?
Yes.
Big.
It's
Wow.
Big record.
Yeah.
Damn, I don't touch that. All right.
Dude, that one.
Start touching
I don't
it,
like
dog.
dislike it. I just
Roses, like all of that. That is
Really?
like that is where you are.
And that's
at
like the
the
100 BPM. Oh wait, hold on.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like 95.
Oh,
Sure, it's
that is
95.
smart. I didn't even think about that. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I love that. All right, Sia, Cheap Thrills.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I had that one.
I love that record. I never play it though.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
good
it's
record.
big.
Yeah.
It is a
Yeah,
big
yeah.
record.
Big one. All right, 7 Years, Lucas Graham. That's a radio.
Yeah, that's gonna be
That's
enough
not
for
a
me,
I
guys.
didn't. Yeah. Nah.
It's a good song. It's a really like sad song,
Yeah.
or like I don't know. Anyway, It
You
might
mean
be
to tell me,
insane.
Jerzy, you don't want to be in the club? And once I was 7 years old, you don't want to just hear that in the show? You don't wanna just-
At the end of a night, man, I'm like, I'm in my
You
feelings.
know, honestly, that song was so big. That would not surprise me if you did a left turn and did it.
Dude,
Yeah.
I don't
Like,
do
it would
left- I
surprise
just-
me if it went out.
I drive straight and play it. I would do it. You know what it is? I think I've noticed myself, and I'm not sure I can speak for you guys or anybody else, but emotionally, if I'm like going through some shit, I will play records in the club that reflect that. So if I'm angry,
Oh.
I'm playing more aggressive music tonight. And I don't know, and I'm just like, y'all better get up on where I'm at. And I've done that before where like for instance, you know, someone who books me is just pushing my just poking me the whole night. I'm like, you know what? All right. And I'm just playing some real angry music.
So
or
you
if
play
I'm just
Pink.
like, I don't know. And then if I'm
actually
having
curious on what your angry music is. I'm
Yeah,
thinking,
what is your angry music?
yeah,
no, I'm just like, that's a different podcast. Well,
roses,
Oh.
chain
Yeah.
smokers.
oh, I'll get them back. Here's roses. Yeah, no. I've gotten to a like emotionally like where I'm just like, all right, if something's like irritating me, or if I'm really happy, I'm like playing, you know, more of bubbly music or whatever. But I've gotten to that point I've noticed where I'm like, if someone's like, it's really more aggression. If I'm mad about something, I'll play more aggressive records and it comes out. But I'm not sure if you guys had that experience, but
No.
Sometimes.
I try to play as aggressive as possible
at all
Just
times.
at all times, because like if I'm like kind of emo, I kind of need that just to switch my way of thinking. But if I'm like emo, you're gonna hear Jack Johnson and like Band of
Ooh.
Horses.
Band of Horses is good. I like that song.
If I really did play my emotions, like that's not a party at all. Porter's Head.
Why is everyone so sad in here? What's going on? All right. Let's go to Deep Digs. This is new music on SoundCloud or accounts that you're kind of following and you're watching and where you get some good heat. I'll just kick this off. I got 3. I got SideQuest. I just stumbled upon their page recently and I found a lot of good edits on SideQuest's page. Also, V-Rod Beats. VRODBEATZ. It's a lot of Jersey club stuff, but it's like remixed in a modern way where it sounds good, changed bass lines and stuff like that, so it hits hard. And then Burge. I think we have, yeah, dude, he's got a lot of stuff on HMC, but there's a lot of stuff on there that he had a Bandcamp. He has a Bandcamp one that I don't know if. So I just grabbed a bunch recently.
Nice.
That's what I got. All right, who's next?
I got Avello No Broke Boys. Sorry, I stepped away. It was turned away. Avello No Broke Boys. The Disco Lines record is like a trap, dubsteppy, but it's a bouncy edit. And I have Chingy Right There Baston Bell remix.
Wait,
And
are we talking about SoundCloud pages or are we
talking about
talking about
SoundCloud.
edits?
SoundCloud.
Oh, I thought we were talking about their actual page. We're talking.
Well, I
about
mean, he's
songs.
just or a song that you found on SoundCloud.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
You came up with
Yeah.
this segment, Neil.
Oh, I know, and it's going to be very disappointing when it's my turn. Actually,
I have one more SWV Richard Voltaire edit. It's like a Miami bass Week in the Knees edit. Played it at
That's
Wish You Were
crazy.
Here last week. Is
Oh, I need that.
muy duro. I hate
That's
to be. I wanted to keep this so bad, but you know what? For the sake of the show, I'll let it out.
how much
I
did you
love
pay
that.
for it?
No, it's free. It was on SoundCloud.
I remember the last
a
one. You're
deep
like, I
dig.
paid like $90 for this song. I did keep
It was
for like 4
$15,
years.
and like, no, first $15 for one fucking edit is
Yeah, that's
insane. But it
crazy.
was so good, I needed it. Shout out to Yellow.
Yeah.
All right. Neil, what do you got?
So I have nothing.
Okay, cool.
I know
Mike?
it is. I have, but in my defense, I've been kind of like working on a bunch of stuff, so I haven't really gotten a chance to do any research on SoundCloud for the past like 30 days. So I don't really have anything.
It's interesting.
So
when I go to SoundCloud, I specifically go for either like really cool, under the radar like Jersey Club, Be More Philly Club shit, or like Vogue ballroom queer ball shit. So
really quick, hey, I want to stop you. What is Philly Club compared to Jersey Club and Be More? Because what's the sound like?
It's all cousins, but I think I don't know the aesthetically like what the difference is with the styles, but like Baltimore Club is like Godfather.
Yeah,
you know
Be More Club is.
But then Be More Club is like OG Bobby Johnson. But then
oh shit, I forgot about that song.
Oh yeah,
Bobby Johnson.
South Central. So that's the OG, but then Philly and Baltimore Club, I feel like Jersey and Philly, the culture is like what pop culture knows now. So when they think about like, all the dances, all that stuff comes from like Jersey and Philly now. But back in the day, it was always, we called it all Be More Club. Like in the 90s and 2000s, it was all Be More Club. It was all Be More Club.
Yeah. Is there a difference between Philly Club and Jersey Club?
There's like nuances, yes, but I think it's just really the DJs. If you think of somebody like Swizzy Mac or like Sega, those are Philly guys, right? So anything they make is going to be Philly Club, but it's an aesthetic difference slightly. But I can't really. It's really hard.
Point it. Right.
Isn't New Orleans Bounce also kind of similar to?
No,
that's like 100 BPM.
That's more like,
am I wrong?
That's like 95.
That's like 95. So back that thing up is bounce music.
Got it.
Like,
got it.
Or nice
bling, bling.
for what? Yeah, like Nice for What by Drake is bounce music.
Yeah.
Like Lemon technically kind of.
T.I. Ball is New Orleans Bounce.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
And it's like a trigger man. It's like a very specific sample. It's similar in the sense that like if you think about Be More Club, there's that loop, that drum and bass loop that's in all of it, and then it's the kick pattern. It's like that with bounce, but it's a very specific clap that's a sample from I think a record called Trigger Man, and that's like one of the OG things that makes bounce music.
Damn. Dropping them dimes on us.
The Trigger Man sample. Yeah. But SoundCloud.
Yeah,
so
go ahead.
pages wise, I don't have many pages, but I do follow DJ Diamond Cuts, Philly DJ. She's ill. A lot of Philly Be More, Jersey Club, but she has her own edits that she makes. So I literally only go to SoundCloud to find her edits because she makes some dope shit. And my pick is going to be DJ Diamond Cuts Coconut Tree, which is a sample of Kamala Harris, one of her speeches. She made an edit out of it. It's just fire. So there's that. And then my other pick is going to be like whenever I go to SoundCloud, I'm always looking for like Vogue and Ballroom. Ballroom is like almost like a queer LGBTQ pageant that's been going down since like the 70s. It was originally born out of Harlem. And a lot of our slang vernacular comes from the ballroom scene. So when you think about slay, shade, all these words, they all come from like ballroom culture. Like clock it. This is big right now on TikTok. Everybody's going clock that T. That's all ballroom culture.
I all hear is clocking right now.
That's it. Clock it. Clock that T. You know what I mean?
I clocked that person, or like someone got clocked.
Correct.
I don't know.
Yeah, wait, what does that mean?
It just means I called it out. I'm calling them out. Yeah.
Because like to me,
I'm pointing it out. So now it's like even that T, all of it, all everything you say that's cool, queer people. I'm just saying. No. But yeah, it all comes from like the ballroom culture.
What's ballroom culture? Like what does that mean? Ballroom culture.
It's like ballroom is like a underground pageant. It's the only way to describe it. There's like literally like a beauty pageant, but like in the 70s, like out of disco, like there was a whole movement, underground movement to get some accurate, like, I'm trying to think pop culture references. There's a documentary called Paris is Burning. It's fire. So voguing, all this stuff comes out of the ballroom culture, like the song Vogue, like voguing, all of it comes from ballroom culture. So it was pretty much like a hood queer pageant, like literally beauty pageant, but in a trap. And it birthed a lot of popular culture things we still say and do to this day. And there's a whole music genre out of it called Vogue or ballroom. So
Is that where we see death drops?
Death drops. So death drops come from like duck walking, voguing, whacking, all that stuff comes from ballroom culture. Yeah. But there's dope music. But here's to bring it to like everyday folks. Like a lot of the Renaissance was a nod to ballroom queer house music. So a lot of the references on Beyonce's Renaissance ties in ballroom culture, which brings me to my SoundCloud pick. So we have this artist named Kevin Jerzy Prodigy. He's an artist out of Philadelphia. And in ballroom culture, the MC, so think about New York, late 70s. You got the DJ, you got the MC, the DJ spinning, the MC on the mic, talking about the vibe. Ballroom culture is the same. So there's like an MC that's like kind of rapping over the music, and they call out like what's happening, right? So this artist is called Kevin Jerzy Prodigy. He is currently the voice of the Renaissance Tour and the Cowboy Carter Tour. He's all over Beyonce's album, but he makes his own music. And if you go on SoundCloud, there's a record called If I Throw My Pussy in the Air by Kevin Jerzy Prodigy. I'm just saying.
Wait, his name is Kevin Jerzy Prodigy? Okay.
Jerzy Prodigy. And he's the voice of the Renaissance and Cowboy Carter Tour right now. And he's all over the Beyonce record. So like when you hear the person like kind of like talking, speaking, it's him. But he's from Philly. He's dope. The record is crazy. It samples one of my favorite movies, which is Harlem Nights, Del Reese. There's a section in the movie. There's a section of the movie where she says, "Quick, I got a girl whose pussy so good, if you threw it up in the air, it'll turn into sunshine." So this is the ballroom version of that fucking sample, and it's hard. It's hard. Did you see me get excited?
Yeah, that was.
I got excited.
It's crazy. It's hard. And it's a deep cut. It's a joint. Yeah.
Nice. That was the most descriptive way I've ever heard of deep digs in my life. You just gave you sold that, so that was beautiful.
The download numbers going up now.
Yeah, that was wow.
It's a vibe. But I'll say this, because ballroom is still underground, there's been, been an HBO show about it, Pose. FX did a whole TV show on it called Pose with Billy Porter as the star. That's all around ballroom culture, but it's still underground. So the only way I can even find songs to play out is SoundCloud. So I usually go to SoundCloud specifically for those genres.
Dope.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Dope.
Cool, guys. All right, that works. Let's go to quick picks. This is all your must plays, remixes, edits, and mashups all in one segment. Here we go. All right, new records you're playing out. Here, I got mine pulled up. I'll just do it real quick. Charlie XCX Party for You, Chainsmokers remix that just came out, I think, a couple days ago.
Very good one.
Party for You is a big record. And it's just been really hard to play, but that makes it playable. Jesse Murph, Blue Strips. Been really liking that one. Also, the Propa Waka Flocka Grove Street Party. So those are my new records I'm playing out. Who's going next?
Neil.
Well, I mean, we were just talking about this. Thanks. Okay.
He didn't know we had a podcast today, so I'll give him that. Yeah.
Now, the thing that we were just talking about this before we started to record, that I'm having actually issues trying to find new songs right now. There's really not much going on as far as when I played in Hawaii, you can't go too current. So I was kind of playing I was kind of playing Devin played The Days, which shocked me. I was like, I thought we couldn't play current stuff, but so
why can't you play current? Wait, hold on. Why can't you play current stuff?
It's just not. It's just not.
It depends. I think if you see the crowd, if it's a younger crowd, you can play current. But I get what you're saying.
Sometimes it doesn't register.
Yeah, and I'm not saying you can't play anything this year.
Yeah,
it's more of like maybe 4 years and back.
Notion,
really?
Notion worked for me in San Diego too, and you thought it was like a hip hop R&B crowd. That record worked too. So that record pretty much.
It's a big rock. I think that's
there's a spot that I play in Salt Lake City is kind of like that. They're like 4 years behind. Like you can't play anything that's like new unless it's like the biggest thing on TikTok, and that's even pushing it.
Yeah. So I for me in the last couple gigs, I haven't really gotten a chance to play anything too new. So it's TGI.
You played in Chicago. You played all older stuff.
Oh, I just went hood.
That'll get him every time, baby. That'll save him every time, baby.
I just went hood, and
Man, our sets were very
my...
different in that room. Then.
Yeah. Yes, it was. So yeah, I just went hood, and that was my.
You got in there, and they're like, finally.
What I got? For me, I mean that Win Whammy been going hard.
Yeah, Win Whammy.
And then now
talked
the
about that a
Lizzo
long
version,
time ago.
And now the Lizzo version, that's been going crazy.
Win Whammy, I gotta add that.
Bunna B, Bunna Summer that one is picking up. I called it on Ones to Watch before, and I've been throwing it out there, and the girls know the words. The girls know the words to that song. So if you're gonna do Win Whammy, you could do that one too.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, Mike.
So I'm gonna go Win Whammy. That's people loving that. And then the Lizzo version is hard. So I play West Hollywood. She's on the remix. So I play like West Hollywood. So I got to play all the things from the LGBTQ folk. What else? There's this is one that never fails. This is like an oldie but goodie. But there's a DeVille edit of Unwritten, the Holla Back Girl. It's like mashup.
Okay.
It's hard, bro. So once you get around like 110, it's like that one gonna get them every time. Like that's the sing along. The whole room gonna go crazy. I found this. I don't know who make it. I don't have it written down, but it's a Doechii Anxiety mashup with My Humps. That goes hard.
You guys playing Anxiety a lot?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am not. Actually,
Either am I. I just can't find one with energy, so I'm just.
I think the one with Mike D, the drums one, it's just if you want to play the original but with more energy.
Yeah,
that's the drums one, and then you can play
Mike
the Hills version, I think.
Yeah, and then the one I'm talking about is My Humps by the Black Eyed Peas. So so it's you can get into that if you want to sing along moment.
Yeah, and
I did my own edit of like a twerk version of Pink Pony Club that goes hard. It's like one.
That's another one. Yeah,
it's like that one go crazy. It's like Cash App by Lotto. That instrumental over Pink Pony Club is crazy.
Yeah, Pink Pony Club's a massive record, but it's so hard for me to figure out. Like, because I think the original, the remixes, I think
just
the remixes
no energy.
Well, the remixes are weird because it takes away from like the heart of that song. I feel like it's that build up and the piano and all that stuff. And then when you take that away and make it a dance record, I'm like, it doesn't have that same impact. So then I'm like, I want to play the original, but the original is just too original. So I'm like, I need that in between.
So the edit that I made, I use it as a slam. So because the original record has that dramatic intro.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you get to the part where everybody like screaming, I put like claps there, and then that shit go into some twerk shit. So it's like it's a heater.
Oh yeah.
It go crazy. So those
stop holding out on us. Yeah, I didn't know.
I'm gonna send it to you. That shit hard.
Yeah, we got a group chat. Put that in there. Yeah.
I got you.
All right, cool. Is that all you got?
Yeah.
Cool. So we got. All right. Is that everybody? Knock that out. All right, cool.
I didn't do mine.
Wait, no, 5. Did you go?
Oh yeah. No, 5 just being quiet.
He's too busy drawing right now.
No, I'm busy like actually looking up what I've been playing. Okay. Disco Lines, No Broke Boys, big record. We talked about it. YG, if you were playing on the West Coast, YG and Shoreline Mafia, Hollywood. I've been playing this one out. I got it early. What's it called? The Cash Out by Side Piece, which is Bobby Shmurda, Hot Boys, Cops and Robbers. I don't think it's working everywhere, but I'm forcing it on people. It's Sammy Vergie's new record with Skepta.
Oh, yes, I know that record.
I just play it because I love it.
But do people know it?
Yeah, it's big on all over social media. So
yeah,
but if you're in like that bag, like that Notion bag, that Jig It,
Speed Garage,
that Speed Garage bag, like you can definitely go into it. I think that's it for me, really. Yeah. Oh, Bitches Brew.
What's that?
Sailor.
Oh, Sailor
should be the ones to watch, but should be on the ones to watch, but.
She just performed here.
I skipped a segment, but yeah.
What the song is called? Sailor.
The song, artist is Sailor. The song it's called Bitches Brew, and I think There's no really edits or remixes out right now, but it's a big record.
moving.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's your ones to watch too. We'll throw that in
That's
there.
gonna be my ones to watch, so you can skip me on that one because I'll.
Okay. Ones to watch. Let's keep this going. Mike, let's do Mike. Mike, go ahead. What's some artists and songs that are bubbling?
Well, I gotta plug my shit. You know, you got that Glow in the Dark
Yeah.
by UPXMT.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's like a dark disco record. It's like 114. It's a vibration. It moves. 4 on the floor type energy. Trying to think artists. I've been doing like a bunch of R&B parties, and I've been really into, you know, Honey Baby. Honey Baby's fire. She's dope R&B artist. She has a record called Touchin' that's pretty hard.
Honey Baby.
Honey Baby with an X.
Okay.
She ill. I'm trying to think. On some R&B shit, I love Kalani's new record. You know what I'm saying? That Folded record is it.
That was on my ones to watch too.
Yeah.
That shit hard. Got to shout out a homie who I think is killing it. She's really killing it on a house tip. Her name is Kalina Zanders, and she's putting out some fire. She makes like a lot of different house music. Her voice is crazy. She also is a DJ, so she does like a lot of festivals and shit. But I play a lot of her records, and you know, we have homies, like we all DJs, and we have homies who make music, and we play. There's a difference between playing shit because they're your homie and playing shit because the record helps your life, you know. And every time I drop her records in the house, it go off. People don't even know what it is. So Kalina, and yeah, I'll pin it at that. You know?
There you go.
All right.
Neil?
My ones to watch. Let me look at this list. Kalani's record, Folded. That one is starting to bubble up. It's starting to appear on like a few like local charts and stuff. And it's just a dope record. I actually really like Kalani.
So
Glorilla, Typa. I mean, it's just that hook is just really catchy. Glorilla is just like the girl right now.
And Keisha Cole had a moment with Love, so like that was big on TikTok. So
that's what I meant. Like the
new
hook,
life. It brings new life into that record.
It was like a perfect timing because that already was like a throwback that came back really big. So it was like it's actually a perfect timing for somebody to use that as a hook because people are still on it.
Yeah.
Glorilla, Typa, Lil Tecca, Awa.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Five.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I downloaded that record, but I haven't played it out yet.
Well, Lil Tecca is
I haven't
like
played out yet. Yeah.
I like it.
Like
I remember
he's just blowing up in the like the Gen Z world, and so you know he had Dark Thoughts, and that was massive. So this was like he's making his mark. G Haribo is like one that I was like kind of looking at, went legit, and it's been on our charts for a while. And then Shazam is starting to like really pick up steam on it too. So people know it.
Nice.
And then Gunna Won't Stop are my ones to watch.
All right. Mine's going to be really embarrassing again, like usual. Sabrina Carpenter Manchild. I was just watching it, not really playing it yet, but I have a feeling that people are going to request it. There was another one by, is it Crystals or, all right, hold on. I got a few. I got this one by, it's called Stay. And it samples the Rihanna. Oh, here it is. Sorry. I'm trying to figure out where all my shit is. It samples Rihanna Stay by Misdemeanor. There we go. No, dude, I'm like reading it on this thing. Just give me
Misdemeanor.
I'm like, well, it's like separated. All right, just let me stop it. All right. Anyway, Misdemeanor. It's called Stay. It's a cool record. Just listen to it. I don't know how to describe it. Also, Crystal. It's called Let This Go, the Nate Band bootleg. And then this is just an honorable mention. I actually like the new MGK record, the Cliche one.
That's fun. That's fun.
He's got a new project coming out, and I really liked his last couple projects, so I think I'm really excited about what he's got coming out.
I don't have places to play that record, but
well, Five just did you just did 5 was with him, and then he was.
I didn't even mention that, huh? I did the SLS huge event. I just forgot about it. I did the SLS skate event, Street League, and it was the first one they've done on location at the Santa Monica Pier, and I DJ'd the whole event, and MGK DJ with me for like 15 minutes.
What did he play?
He just wanted I have the playlist right here. He wanted Prodigy, Limp Bizkit,
Okay.
T Grizzly, and the MGK record. Not the new one though, just the one with the old joints, like the one with Trippie Redd.
You went from Prodigy to T Grizzly.
And then he asked
Limp Bizkit in there too, and Limp Bizkit.
And telling me when to go, and he goes, "Yo, can you go?" I was playing "Tell Me When to Go" because he was like, "Yo, let's play Tell Me When to Go." I'm like, "Cool, whatever." He goes, "Can you go into Prodigy from here?" I'm like, "Which one?" Like, smack my bitch up. I'm like, "I can make it happen."
I mean, you're gonna hear the songs.
Did you have your aux out? Did you have your aux out on that?
No, I was actually knowing that gig was gonna be just all day and it's gonna be just crazy. I brought Serato, so shout out to Serato. It worked out.
There you go. You came back. You came crawling back. All right.
I love Serato, but at the club I prefer the steaks.
Let's do this. What's the scenario? Okay, so I've listened to a few podcasts and I've seen a few articles, and it seems like, and I've noticed it myself. Lately, it feels like 100 BPM records or sets are people playing. It's been tough for DJs, right? Unless you're playing all throwbacks or whatever. So I was like, hey, what's if you got to do 100 BPM, and I'm saying 100 loosely, so let's say 90 to 110. What are some records you're playing out right now that are still going to, that still work today in that world, since they're not really being put out?
Like new records only, or just
no? It could be. I just think the things that are working. You you may have forgotten about some stuff. I got some new ones on here, but I also got some throwbacks. Here, I'll just give you mine. This one's called Radio and Sexy Red, called No Panties.
Okay,
another one.
It's just her just shout. I only play the hook, and she's like, I got no panties on, and it's like, but it's like an anthem. It's kind of dope. But if you just play the hook and get out of it, it's enough with the energy boost. What's that Uno song that by MJ, whatever.
Oh yeah, Uno.
Dos, tres.
Oh yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
I don't know. 100 is a pocket for me. It's that's the moment where I get out of warm up mode, when I'm ready and I'm done stretching. 100 gets them in a bag. But,
then you give us some hundreds right now, because I'm over here
off the top. So it depending on what you're playing. So if I'm at a LGBTQ queer spot, I'll give them so much. You can give them Ariana Grande Problem goes hard. Then you go that's at 104. Then you hit them with trying to think. I have a Dua Lipa twerk remix of Levitating that goes crazy.
Yeah.
The Cash App Pink Pony Club, that's at 106. That's hard. Then you can give them, Fancy goes hard.
Fancy by Iggy Azalea
and Charlie XCX in gay clubs. But if I'm doing a hip hop party, we can go Uproar. That's lighting that bitch on fire. Yep. Uproar, Lil Wayne, Swizzy, anything Swizzy. You can do whatever, Remy Ma. You can do Conceited Remy Ma. You can do, if you want some R&B shit and you want niggas to dance, you can give them One Thing by A. Marie. You can give them Forever by Lil Mo and Fabulous. You can give them come on, bro. That's the pocket where we shaking ass.
Much,
and if you want the ass out, you can start giving them twerk shit. You give them Ass Fat by Meek Mill and Trina go crazy. You could do, there's a dope mashup of Body by Meg Thee Stallion that goes into, that's over Back That Ass Up. That's hard. Nice for What is crazy. Chopper Style is crazy. You can set that bitch on fire at 100. That's where they start shaking ass. That's where they start shaking ass. You can give them Jump Off, Lil Kim, Booty by Saucy Santana, Deja
I like that one.
Beyonce.
Yeah, Booty's
come on, man. Bad by
Nicki
Twins.
Minaj.
Yeah, everything. Nicki, from Monster
You said,
to
wait, what was it?
Moment
You say
for
wait,
Life.
Bad by Nicki Minaj?
Itty bitty.
Itty bitty.
Bruh, if you
Which is
that's
done
a-
over the
that's
dunk
a-
drunks. The
Yeah,
dunk
it's-
drunk. She got a dunk. That
Yeah, it's a
goes-
mixtape joint.
Itty
Like,
bitty
yeah.
by Nicki Minaj.
You got
Oh,
that.
I
You
don't
got that
That's
crowd,
the itty
man.
bitty,
They know
yeah.
every word to that
All
song.
right, you guys are going
Yeah.
really fast. Hold on, I'm trying to write these all down. It's freaking me out. All right, hold on.
You can do.
I just
like,
typed ass fat in fucking Google and just fat asses. I didn't put Meek Mill next to it, so I'm
said
like,
Meek Mill,
I-
wait, wait,
let's-
fat,
let's-
crazy.
Let's give some acknowledgement that he said, "I am putting in the ass fat in the Google."
yeah, I was. Well, I'm typing it. I'm trying to get this as fast as I can, and I hit enter, and there's just big
I can
butts
go
on my
off.
fucking screen right
But
now.
anything,
Sorry, hold on.
City
Hold on.
Girls, act up City Girls,
Yeah,
twerk
yeah,
City
City
Girls.
Give me some more of those
Body.
gems. The itty,
Church.
the itty
Oh,
bitty.
Church Girls by Beyonce go hard on the low.
What is
Oh,
it?
I don't know that
what,
one.
Church
Wait,
Girls.
what is it?
I don't know that one.
Church Girls by Beyonce. Oh my God, that was on Renaissance. That go crazy.
I'm
and
not
that
gonna
go
hit
into
enter until I
twerk
put
really good.
Beyonce down. I don't want to put Church Girls. And then, all right.
Play by David Banner. Good Form by Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Come on, this
Yeah.
whole pocket. Get the
What you say?
club
Good
lit.
form? I don't
Yeah,
know.
Good,
Good
Form.
form,
Red
Nicki.
Ruby
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj,
Yeah.
Red Ruby to Sleaze.
Red Ruby the sleeves. Yeah, that's like
What red
Luminity,
ruby? What?
the sleeves. Yeah.
Bro,
Then
I am.
Don't get into your Sean Paul bag. You got
Bro,
to
we're
get
in different
busy
pockets
with-
here. I'm like, right now, I got like the little lighter pocket, you know, that fifth pocket
Oh,
on your
no, bro.
jeans.
He's doing
You got
change
Harmony.
pocket?
Yeah, I'm over here. Yeah, that's
For me, the set stopped being the chore once I get this. It's like the push to get to 100 takes like because I don't know. I'm like working on the crowd trying to get them there. But once I'm at 100, it's go time.
Yeah.
But then you have all the reggaeton drum pop remixes. Like there's one.
Yeah.
give me more of those
Destiny's
ass
Child.
shaking ones though. I want more.
Oh, we got
ass
so
shaking.
many.
Like,
Dave
all-
Banner
all-
play.
most of-
Uchi Wally is
yeah.
crazy on the low.
Does that go off? Like, here's the problem now. If I play Uchi Wally for some crowds, they just don't know. Like, that doesn't.
So you're
Like,
talking
depends on what
about
kind of
newer
crowd.
100 BPM stuff.
Yeah, give me some
Right.
like.
Fat Juicy and Wet goes off where I'm
All
at.
right.
Yeah.
Fat.
Juicy.
Bruno Mars.
And wet.
And
I cannot hit. I gotta put song. Next
Oh,
to that. All right.
Wait, you don't know that
Rock
record?
Steady.
No, I do, I just don't-
Meg
Oh,
Thee
okay.
Stallion. Rock
I
Steady.
don't even know
Meg Thee
that one.
Stallion.
Oh, I don't know that one.
It's like Goodies. I think it's Goodies or Freaka League sample. But like speaking of Freaka League, you got My Type.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
that
got
goes
all
hard.
Sweetie.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got
Rock
Twerk
Steady.
by City Girls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I opened up
Word.
at in San Diego with Vanessa Carlton, which 1,000 Miles.
That's not
That-
really
no, that
ass
goes
shaking.
hard.
We were talking. Yeah, it's not an ass shaking one though. We were.
I mean,
I went into
I could if you
asshole.
want.
Mike Sherm
That's a
asshole right
left
after
turn.
that. Yeah, it was way left.
That's a
And
left.
it went.
That's a left.
It went
turn
pretty
joint.
fuck. It went from singing to like, oh shit, like.
All right. So we got Five's one pick. Neil, what do you? What's your 100 BPM record?
I mean, Mike actually took it. But
was
you could
like-
really, you could Not Like Us, Nice
Not
for
Like Us,
What,
of course.
My
Yeah, there's
Type,
so many.
Moment for
My
Life,
Type.
Nicki Minaj, Motto,
Awesome.
Famous,
Motto.
A
Oh,
Ladies.
Famous. I haven't played Famous forever.
Soak City.
Soak City.
Soap City goes hard still.
Yeah, I've had that.
Rock,
yeah.
Rock Your Hips.
However, how do
You
y'all
can
feel
do all
about
like
the
a
Soap
Rock Your
City?
Hips is not 100.
That little skip shit in the middle of
78.
Soap City make me not want to play it. I'm gonna keep it real.
Which one?
That little part in Soap City where he's
Where
like,
it's
I fucked
offbeat?
up. Yeah, when it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I fucked up the whole
I
project.
get out of it right there.
Fucks.
I get out of it right before that.
Yeah. It's like
I
'cause
hate-
if people don't know that record.
Blueface
No.
raps that, right? Oh no, it's not Blueface on that.
No, I forget his name. It's from Calabasas, I believe. But
You know what?
young kid, and a lot of his records be going off. But if people don't know that record, that one's hard. You got to get
Wait,
out.
which
of it.
record are we talking about?
Soap City still.
Oh, yeah. 310 Baby.
Yeah,
Yeah,
310
Rock Your
Baby.
Hips is also 310
That was
Baby.
good.
And that's
Oh, I thought you were
that's
talking about
105.
Crime Mob. Rock Your Hips.
What?
I'm actually surprised you even know that.
Yeah.
Why? What? Wait, what do you mean you're surprised? Who do you think I am?
The guy who plays Fifth Harmony.
No. Okay. First of all,
hey, now I play Fifth Harmony now.
thank you.
Worth it goes off in
Yeah.
the club, bro.
Don't make me
Worth It
bring
goes off.
reinforcements in this podcast, Neil. A lot of people play Fifth Harmony. Okay.
679. You have to play that one now.
Oh,
That
yeah.
one's massive.
Oh, dude,
Any,
I've
like,
been getting a
95
lot of
BPM
stuff for Fetty Wap.
Yeah.
recently.
Again's big.
Yep. Fight Night.
Oh yeah, again. Yeah.
Fight Night's
And
massive.
What's
again.
the one?
So
What's the one? I'm like, yeah, she's fine. I play that all the time. The Fetty Wap record. It's called. It's a number.
yeah.
It's in the title.
It's
That shit goes
yeah,
off.
he's
679.
679. That shit. That shit.
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
7-9 big.
But what was
Love
the
that.
other one by Fetty that someone just
Again.
Well, Trap
Again.
Queen.
Right.
no, just another one, but not Trap Queen.
I want you to be mine again. Again.
No. There's
My
something.
Way.
The Jimmy Choo,
Oh.
RFG Island. I'm just trying to think. There was something that
My
somebody
Way
played
was
it.
big. Jimmy Choo was pretty big.
I think it was Jimmy Choo or RFG Island. One of those songs someone just played recently, and I was
Oh,
in the
RFG
crowd.
Island. Fuck, I forgot all about that one.
Dude, crowd went crazy for it, and I was like, I didn't even think about that record. I used to play it back when it was, back in the day, but like,
Damn, going back to the rap set 2025.
Yeah.
yeah,
One that
seriously,
works.
it's
That's like mid hundreds. That works for all different crowds. I think you can't go wrong with the Beyonce Before I Let You Go. That's hard, and that'll
yeah.
get you.
What is that
That'll
one?
get you. That'll get you into
Before I
twerk
Let You
shit
Go?
if you want to get crazy. Yeah, the Frankie
Oh, wait,
Beverly
hold on.
flip that she did.
Jersey, so when I was in Chicago and I was playing the day party I played in Chicago, and you DM'd me like, what are you doing? And everybody was doing that line dance
Yeah.
to that song.
It was to that
Oh,
song.
I don't. Yeah, that was not my.
Oh
That's
yeah.
gonna get the,
Not in my bag.
and
That's gonna
that's
get
a
going.
solid. That's
That
a
Love
solid
on
one. Love on top. That's one of those solid ones because it works for everybody. You can do
Yeah.
a corporate. You can do a hood party. You can do a pop party.
I play
that's just
Countdown.
gonna
Cookout.
I played Countdown, just the countdown part.
Oh, I
With
love that.
Beyonce. Okay, know what else? All right, never mind. All right, let's go to your edit submissions really fast. Let's blow through these. All right, Just Ron, big shout out to him. Steve Spin, DJ Ladi Da, Broadway, Mr. Bibbs, and AK Marv, Bossa Nova, Aaron Can Do It, Marks, Nappy Pipes, the letter C, Hitman, Frank Rock, Villa, Gordon Ross, Good Chill, and I think that's it. Yeah. So thank you guys for all submitting all your songs. There's a lot of them. There was a lot of edits in this pack. So if we didn't get to you,
Quite a few, man.
and they were all really good. I don't think there's any like where I was like, that they shouldn't have submitted. They were actually, you guys put together some good edits. So big thank you for that. And 5, why don't you go and read the list of our picks?
Let's go. Let's start with Neil's list, okay? Because it's the longest list. All right, Neil's got Aaron Can Do
You
It.
guys are always like, go ahead.
Neil's like, when you're a little kid and you get the participation award, he's just giving everybody. He's like, man, I like your stuff too. I like your stuff too.
I'm just trying to give people some shine. That's it.
If you're not first, you're last.
Not a bad
Neil.
thing.
That's it, man.
All right, we got
Oh.
Aaron Can Do It. World Hold On edit. Bob Sinclair Fisher, Tiesto, Adam Port. World Hold On, The Business, and Move. It's like a mega ultra mashup. edit.
Medley.
Next one, we got a pick from Marks. Jack U, Where Are You Now? Marks Bootleg. Bossa Nova, Poured Up. Bossa Nova Bubble Up edit. DJ Lada, Good Credit. Lada
La-di-da.
La-di-da? Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
I think okay, La-di-da. Good Credit. La-di-da, Flip This. And Villa, I forget.
I think it's Villa.
Villa. Kids MGMT Villa Remix Extended. The letter C, Sitting on Top of the World. I'm assuming that's the Brandy record.
Yeah, it was. He mashed it up partly with that and with Burna Boy.
Oh, nice. So yeah, those are Neil's picks. Next up, we got Jersey's picks.
Yeah.
Bag Raiders, Vintage Culture, Future Class, Calvin Harris. Oh wait. Oh, that's all the people you picked, right?
I don't know. I just
Jersey?
gave you.
That's just a crazy ass list.
That's
Okay,
one. That's one record.
that was one song.
Shooting Star and
Shooting
Sweet
Stars.
Nothing.
Aaron Can Do It at edit.
Yeah.
Charlie XCX. Intoxicated times 360. Aaron Can Do It edit. And Blue Strips. Broadway and CK
Blue
edit.
strips. Yeah. Blue strips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good Chill Thief. Or Party
Shout
for
out to
You.
Good
Good
Chill.
Chill Thief edit. Okay, there you go. Oh, that's a Good Chill edit.
Yeah.
So confusing. Okay.
Yeah, I probably should put commas, but yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's all just like one fucking long sentence. I got Back Raiders, Aaron Can Do It edit, and Good Chills Party For You edit also. And that's it. Yeah, that's all for the edits, guys.
Hell yeah.
Thank you guys. That
Shout
was
out to the lawnmower man outside. Can you guys hear that?
Yeah. I heard I heard
wow,
someone's
that's crazy
doing
to
yard
hear
work.
that. There was a full-on flood going on in New York like 10 minutes ago.
Shit.
Wow,
Hold on.
that's
Me
why
it was
I-
raining?
Let me close the
Oh my
window
God,
real
it
quick.
was pouring just now. Lightning. It was crazy. Anyway.
All right. Well, hey, and while Five just stepped away, this is probably a good little section to throw in a note. If you guys want to submit your edits, feel free to email us at earbuds@Headliner Music Club. And yeah, so if you want to get on the next pod, just send us your edits and we'll shout you out. And if we pick your edits, they can be on the website. So make sure you head on over to headlinermusicclub.com to download the edits we just mentioned. If you don't have a subscription to Headliner Music Club, you can sign up for 50% off your first month with the code EARSpaceBuds. So make sure you get on that and you get that 50% off your first month. Thank you to Scratchy for that love. All right,
Thank you,
this is
Scratchy.
the moment. This is it, Mike Taylor. Your
up?
10 questions. That this is it, man. This is like, hope you're ready. Hope you stretched out. Hope you.
I don't know.
All right. Very simple. Let's just go through these really quick. You kind of briefly touched on it earlier when we were starting out that you're a singer-songwriter and you're a DJ as well. How did DJing, because I've always known you as the singer-songwriter. How did that become part of your creative expression?
I actually started DJing way young. I was like, I don't want to date myself, but I started DJing in like the 90s, and like just house parties and all that kind of shit, block parties and house parties and stuff. But I wanted to be an artist, so I used to focus on being an artist. So I used to work in nightlife, and I was the MC and the host. So when I moved to LA like 14 years ago, I just focused on like the songwriter aspect, the party promotion. I was a club promoter, and because people don't really respect putting asterisks, or hyphens, you can't be a singer, songwriter, and a DJ. They just think that you're just too confused. So I just focused on the artist thing. So when I met you guys, I was just focusing on the artist thing, but I was always DJ. And then one day I just really just kind of bit the bullet and just started turning up the DJ stuff.
So the whole time that we've known you, I've known you for probably 12, 13 years now.
Yeah.
You were secretly critiquing our sets.
Never. No.
And
y'all was the
now
goats,
I'm thinking
though,
about
y'all.
all the heat that you just gave us in this last episode. I'm like, you probably are just judging the shit out of me.
Never. Not judging. You know what's funny? I never could, because I'm from Philly. So there's just like heavyweights and giants who really do this DJ shit. So I always felt insecure of like calling myself a DJ. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, so for me, it was like I focused on the artists, I focused on the songwriting, and I was always insecure with DJing. But after I met like Vice for real, it was like he was one of the ones who kind of like pushed me to just like go with it.
And you were touring with Vice too, just so like people know that. And so you were on the road with him and performing, and I think that's how we connected and everything over the years.
Yeah.
What is I guess you touched on it earlier, DJing and like West Hollywood queer spaces and stuff like that. What has how is the energy different, I guess, in a queer space than a non-queer venue, would you say? Like just in terms of the club, nightlife, people are not familiar with like that scene.
Yeah. Well, like
can you
in most,
describe it?
I mean, it's how long you got? No. It's just like anything else, like queer folks aren't, and just for the people watching, I'm using queer as a term of an umbrella term. So I don't want to have to say LGBTQ plus IA every time. Queer is going to be the overarching, inclusive term that we use to describe everybody. So it's just like anything else. So like the way you play different kind of parties, you might play a hip hop party, a hood party you was talking about in Chicago. It's the same thing in queer spaces. So there's different kind of parties we'll play. Like there's parties where we'll center more like pop music, and then there's parties that like I'm doing Friday at Chapel, which is connected to the Abbey. It's like hood ratchets, strip club shit, but it's a queer party. So everything is different, but I do say we center probably like women. Like if we play hip hop, like we kind of just center women and queer artists specifically. So like a lot of queer sets will be all the pop girls. It'll be like your typical like the Britneys, the Christina Aguilera, the Gagas, the the Meg Thee Stallions, the Cardis. But then we'll give you a little bit of trying to think like Lil Nas X or like so it's just like anything else, I would say, but it's just you just gotta center different things, different perspectives, so to speak.
Do you see the energy being different? Like, I feel like I guess in non-queer clubs you get people that are standoffish and less like they don't want to dance. Like that's always been a misconception, I think, a lot about Hollywood too. And you go to some like LA clubs, so they'll be like, no, they don't dance out here, or they don't want to have a good time. Do you think like the rooms are different in that sense?
Yeah, like I'll say this is a recent experience. I will say that like there's limitations for me in queer spaces, ironically. Like, so like a lot of clubs want like pop music, and there's this weird pushback against hip hop sometimes. And so there's been times where I would play Doechii and people would come up to me and be like, we want to hear queer music, or things that are perceived as like stereotypically queer. And whenever they hear like rap, they'll be like, oh, we don't want to hear that. It's like, yo, this is a queer artist. And not only is it a queer artist, it's like one of the top queer artists right now, top artist period, currently on top of the chart. She's everywhere. But sometimes it gets pushed out. But I'll say ironically, I do like every once in a while, I'll do like Madam Siam in Hollywood, which is more of like, open format. Everybody's there. It's more like a young college crowd. And to be honest, man, that shit felt more queer than actually like the gay clubs that I play, because it was like I got to play literally everything. So it felt like more inclusive to me, whereas like when I'll go to some queer spaces, they only want to hear house music. They only want to hear Gaga and Britney Spears. And then when I was in Hollywood, I got to play everything from Chappell Roan to Travis Scott to Chance the Rapper to Jay-Z to Rihanna. And it felt like an actual like inclusive space. So it's kind of interesting.
Do you think like you can push the envelope a little bit more or can you take more risks, I guess in queer parties, or like can you be more creative and or do you think that just like when you were talking about playing that Madam Siam that you took more risks there, you can do different things outside of your normal pocket of records?
Yeah. It changed. Well, it depends. Like, but yes, like that particular party at Madam Siam was like anything goes. Literally anything goes. Like I've been doing what's that spot downtown? Clifton's, and that's been that huge building, the different levels. Yeah. So that's been super fun because when they would hit us and with an email and say this is what we're looking for, and they was like be as random as possible. So you can go here and just go left and just where it's like in queer spots. We're battling almost ourselves in a sense because we want to like stake our flag and be like this is queer, but what's being considered queer is ever changing. And in the music that we consider queer, like let's say Britney Spears is not a queer artist, but she makes music that the LGBTQ people love. So it's interesting in that way. She's actually straight, so it's like the line of what is considered queer is always changing. And unfortunately, I think it has a lot to do with different identities being present in space. So when I DJ, I'm true open format. So for me, I'll take care of the bartender, the bouncer, this person in this corner, that person, that corner. I'll just work the room no matter where I'm at. And then in West Hollywood or queer party spaces, there's the smaller records to pull from, if that makes sense.
No, definitely. So basically what you're saying is it's harder in the queer spaces than it is in a non-queer space.
I think so.
DJ,
and I don't even look I don't even look at it like it's harder in the queer space. I'll look at it like this. It's the difference between being at doing a theme set and a true open format set. If you're like, yo, we're doing this pool party and we're only doing tech house, like your record pool is this small, but if it's like we're doing house, then that means you could go into so many different pockets of house music and you could just be there forever just giving dynamics. And that's
Okay, cool. What would you say? I know you played a lot of different spaces and a different I guess different atmospheres. What would you say that if you were going to do an opening track, or what's something that you do that kicks a night off that you're like, man, this is going to work no matter what? Like, are there any go-tos that you kind of have in your pocket that you're just like, man, this is. I know you kind of touched on some of the Beyonce ones earlier and stuff like that, but
sure. If I'm doing a shorter set, like I try to start with some of my edits where I'll make certain things that are like party starters. So that Chapel Roan one that I said earlier is like one of the ones, like if I'm doing like only have an hour and a half or something and the party's already going, that'll kind of set the tone for me. But if it's like a longer set and I'm all over the place, there is a, I don't have the name of the edit, but there's a dope like disco version of like How Deep Is Your Love that's fire. And I find myself always starting my sets off with something like that. Or if like I do all the Soho houses in LA, and those parties tend to be like I'll start with like R&B, and there's a Division cover of Kings of Leon, You Somebody. It's like an R&B record that's pretty fire. And then if I'm doing anything that's like cool and cultural, like or just like deep cuts, Lil Yachty, ironically, have this fire ass song called Say Something. It feels very like R&B. It's super ill. So I start songs like I start my warm-up set. I typically start slower, like R&B vibes. Or
I was gonna ask because like I had to do a private party over the weekend, and it was like a very really random party, and I was like, just do your thing. And I'm like trying to read this room because it's not a nightclub, and I'm like, man, what do I like? Right. How do I start putting feelers out there to see what they're into? And I was like, I kind of Neil and Five. I actually want to ask you guys, like, what are some when you go into these rooms and you're just like, all right, this is not my typical nightclub. Are there feelers that you kind of put into the room to see what direction you need to go into? Like it's corporate events or whatever. Or is there just like, hey, I stay at 128, but I just play pop house remixes to start out with? Or like, where do you guys go?
I play a lot of, I'll start with like some future beats, like mashup style stuff, just familiar stuff, just like remix, and then we'll see how the crowd reacts.
When you say future beats, you mean like K-Tronada style, like records?
That's how, that's
right? That's like just electronica, like future. I mean, I don't know. I just have it in my laptop as future beats, but they're basically just remixes or mashups, basically.
Okay.
Like R&B stuff.
Are you saying we're starting in the middle of the night, or
No, I'm just saying like if you're walking into a room, right, not a nightclub, and there's no direction. There's not like, hey,
let's start with some like remixes,
yeah. Like, how do you know what do you start putting out as feelers to feel the room? Because I was like doing this party, and I mean there was little kids there were adults there. I was like, I don't know why I got booked for this. Just in terms of like, they're like, yo man, just banging out like a club. I'm like, this is not a club though. Like, we don't have the atmosphere for it.
Having kids there is also like just
that one kind of throws
in that scenario for me. Like I always almost every 100% of the time starts with like, I'm talking like 115 pop disco like remixes, because like disco is so like everybody friendly. You can kind of see where it's going from there,
And the energy's still there too, not just playing like the original. Yeah.
Right.
I feel like that one's like a hard question for me to answer. I usually just go for something that's like a corporate goat.
The Justin Timberlake.
Like Crazy in Love somehow goes with Gen Z and older. That like you can't fail. You could actually
even when the energy's not established yet, you just start the party and get them off. Oh, that's lit.
Okay.
You could see exactly where you could kind of go into, like they with that one because it's 100 BPM. It's kind of in your hip hop range.
Sure.
But it's also your throwback, but it's also your R&B, and it's also your pop. Like that almost checks all the boxes.
Yeah.
Or We Found Love. Now we're just like chopping it up with.
Then you can kind of see what gets them going. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was just a side question I had in my
That's lit.
bag over here. All right, Mike, you were talking about going on, doing your performances, big, small stages. Is there a favorite Pride gig or like wild story you had at a Pride show that you do? Because, I know you've done everything from, singing and DJing, these big shows and just shows in general. Is there something that's memorable to you?
There's a lot of stuff, but I will say I did SF Pride a few years ago, and that was crazy because it was like main stage, San Francisco Pride, and it was one of my first like DJ hybrid gigs. It was like up until that point, I was only getting booked either as a DJ or as a singer, and that was like the first gig that I was like kind of combined the two, almost like was it Craig David style? Have you ever guys? How he liked to build.
I love Craig David.
So it was the first time I got to do that. So I started out with a DJ set, and what I would do is I would bake these like sets, like or these like performance sets in my DJ set. So I was DJing for myself. So I'm like on the microphone as like an MC while I'm DJing, and then I would play like a song that was like a 3-song edit that had all the hits and all that shit. And I would come from behind the DJ booth. I would do my thing, and then I would have this long outro, and I would come in. So that was really, really cool. But and what made that cool was like in front of 40,000 people. So that was
that's awesome.
That's crazy.
What's something that I guess what's something that you get from DJing that you don't get from singing and performing live? Like what's drives you in the DJ side where you're just you kind of keep coming back to it?
Honesty, because you can't fake. Like what's cool about DJing is like I'm not like an artist DJ, so I don't have a name like an Afrojack or Calvin Harris. So I'm just playing clubs, and sometimes people are not even coming to the club to see me. They just coming because that's the club they like to go to. So I like the honesty. It's instant feedback. So either you're killing that shit or you ain't. And what's interesting about West Hollywood specifically, it's a bar hop culture. So no matter how good you're doing, the room will rotate. So it will like people will end up leaving and going to the next spot, and you have fresh people that you have to win over constantly. And I do long sets there. So I'm doing like 5 hours. There's one spot where I do 7-hour sets. So it's interesting. And it's just honest feedback. So I think that's the most real shit that I love about it.
What's something that okay, so I think DJs in general are obviously performers but you know, you with a microphone is a completely different, I guess, type of performance for the most part. Is there something like I've always noticed that your stage performance and your presence is just, you know, it's electric. Like you get people's attention. You have very good, you know, your mic skills are just very good outside of your singing, just, you know, getting people into it. And I just remember you know, with Vice, you know, Vice would be DJing and then you're like, give me the mic. And then you would get on there and start emceeing. And it was such a cool show. And I think that was, I think stage presence for a lot of DJs is very hard because, you know, DJs are kind of introverts for the most part. You know, we work mostly alone, but then you have to go in front of 40,000 people or 20,000 people. Is there something that I guess you can give a tip or a piece of advice for people that are looking to boost up their stage presence, just from your experience and being an artist as well, that you could take into DJing for these people?
Yeah, well, first thank you. That's dope. I appreciate the compliments. But I'll say I started off, that was my first like that was my introduction to nightlife. So I actually started out rapping, and then my introduction to nightlife was I was the MC on the microphone. So I was always the sidekick coming up in the club. So I was always the guy with the microphone. And even nowadays, it's funny that you asked this question, because I literally was telling like one of my youngins like a couple weeks ago that like out here.
Can you give a definition in case for the listeners?
Because just so you know,
young boy.
Really quick, before we started recording, he's like, "Yeah, I got one of my youngins." I'm like, "Oh, you got kids?" And he's just like, "No, man!" And everyone's laughing, and I was like, "What is a youngin?" I had no idea, but
somebody you're mentoring.
I didn't know that. All right,
but out here, like I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like MCing like an East Coast thing, because I always connect that to like just like definitely. East Coast DJ style, right? Yeah. So, you know, out here there's a lot of people host on the microphone that's just yelling, you know. And my advice to anybody who's going to grab a microphone: be useful and understand that it's not just about like flexing on a microphone. Like, first of all, the people already know where we are, so you don't have to just tell people where we are every 3 seconds. But sometimes you're trying to you're emceeing, you're controlling the crowd. So a lot of times, me being on a microphone is utilitarian. I'm trying to convey certain information that the club has asked me to, like about the bar drinks, or you're trying to drive people to the bar, or there's something that there's a purpose to you speaking. So a lot of times when people get on a microphone, they just start yelling. It's just like, yo, we at such and such, blah, 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 it's going down. You already know. It's like, yo, chill out, relax, you know? So I don't know. I was just saying, you know, just be useful. Don't just be.
Is there anything like connection wise that you like to do to connect with an audience through the microphone? This is like, for me, I'm like, I love this because I know that you're so good at just as soon as you grab the mic, automatically people just gravitate, that you get their attention. Is there something tools that you use to connect with people, just so that barrier, that wall is that it's no longer there? Like, hey, I'm the DJ, you're the crowd. We don't, we don't converse. Like, we're two different groups.
Well, wait, say that last part again.
I'm saying, like, is there something that you use to connect with the audience? Like, is it, do you call people out in the audience that you see there and you're like, hey, I love your shirt, I love the way you're moving? Or is there certain tactics that you use to be a little bit more, to connect with the audience a little bit more than just saying one thing in just simply one direction,
Well, for me, in terms of like my point of view and perspective as an artist, like, so if you listen to any of my music, whether it's World's Art Playground, Summer Thing, to anything I've released over the years, the whole purpose of my art and my music is I'm always trying to build community and create like spaces for everybody to be able to feel good about themselves. So for me, I bring that to my MC and I bring that to my hosting. So for me, it's like I want to build this community. I want to create this space where it's not I'm on this pedestal thing. I'm just kind of controlling and rotating the energy and curating the space. So I just speak to people in that regard. Like, it's not like I'm not trying to like hustle and get money out of you. It's like, yo, we're all in this together. Let's create. No, seriously, let's create an energy because tonight's going to be dope. And it's a very East Coast, for me, it's a very Philly thing. Like, I had to learn a lot coming to LA because people didn't dance and they didn't turn up. And in Philly, it's like people follow the DJs and they don't make requests. They just go, this person is DJing, I'm gonna go on this ride. And I had to learn to kind of like deprogram that myself with that, because out here, we want to hear our song. We want to hear this. Like, you're not a good DJ unless I hear fucking this song every 3 seconds. And like, so when I'm on the microphone, I'm just trying to kind of set the tones to be like, yo, this ain't what you used to. This is a different kind of thing. We're gonna vibe. And if you ain't sweaty at the end of the night, you in the wrong spot. You're doing the wrong shit. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Yeah.
Love that. Go ahead, Neil.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, if Mike, if you had to throw your own, like, I guess, pride party.
Yep.
What are some DJs, some artists, live or not, that you would have spinning or headlining your event?
Damn. Oh, artists too.
Yeah.
Oh shit, this changes things. Okay, so DJs, it'll be Frankie Knuckles. It'll be Rich Medina. It'll be
Big Rich.
Rich, big homie. Yeah, it'll be Rich Medina. If you on some house shit, just the elevation.
I think maybe we were talking about this in a group chat too. Like, house music started in the gay clubs, and I think that
by way of disco, actually.
Yeah, and in Chicago too, and I think a lot of people, and John Summit just came out saying something about this as well, but I think a lot of people just don't know that. So when you're talking about Frankie Knuckles and you're talking about these things that influence just the music we're listening to today, it's actually a really big deal, and it's not just like, oh yeah, like there's history behind that. So go ahead. What were you sorry?
House music started in like queer in POC communities in Detroit and Chicago and like, New York by way of like disco. And Frankie Knuckles, for anybody who don't know, is the godfather of house music. And he was a DJ from New York, but that created a whole scene in Chicago. And the reason why we call it house, because it's short for warehouse, and they used to have his parties in the warehouse. But so my party would be, or my event would be Frankie Knuckles, it'll be Rich Medina, it'll be Honey Dijon, it'll be Beyonce, it'll be Prince, it'll be Lil Richard, and we'll leave it at that. You know what I mean?
Love that. Wow.
Well, speaking of this whole thing, it's for New York, we have a Pride Week coming up. It's Pride Month, but we have Pride Week coming up starting next week, and I just got notified that I'm doing Tribeca Film Festival's float. Okay. I haven't done a Pride parade in so long, and the one in New York is insane. If you guys ever get a chance to even just attend it, it's insanity out there.
I've never been.
Oh my God, it is. Yeah. It is life changing. It's crazy. So the one thing is because I haven't done it in so long, I wanted to ask you, like, I need to figure out. I mean, you've done. I'm sure you've done a Pride parade. It's
sure.
You have to be able to connect with everyone, and just like in the clubs, you want to just like throw out a bunch of stuff to connect to at least certain pockets of it.
Sure.
I just don't know what the big songs are.
Like the undeniables.
The undeniables. We're talking different ethnicities. We're talking.
Sure.
What are those connectors that can kind of?
Okay. Well, first off, rip, I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say ABBA Dancing Queen is gonna get him every time. You know,
Okay.
that's
I
gonna
love
do it. Even
Love
ABBA, Gimme Gimme is gonna do it. You know.
You've heard of SOS? SOS is a really good one too that I think a lot of people don't play, but that's another.
SOS ABBA?
Rihanna.
Yeah. No. ABBA. SOS
ABBA.
is another
Oh,
one.
that's a joint.
I don't know.
That's
Yeah.
a joint. That's a
Mhm.
joint. Trying to think what else. Like a lot of it is going to be old school. Like for me, I think one of my favorite disco records of all time is from a queer artist named Sylvester. So you make me feel mighty.
yeah.
You make me feel mighty real is going to be on the top of that list for me.
Okay.
But something for everybody. You can think of like Chic, We Are Family, right? That's Sister Sledge. That's Sister Sledge, We Are Family.
Yep.
That's Sister Sledge.
That's gonna work every time, you know. That's the throwbacks. But if we're thinking like young joints that's gonna work for everybody, I think of things like Robin Dancing on My Own. I think right now, Prisoner of the Moment, Abracadabra is gonna do it. Anything Gaga is gonna do it.
You said the Kylie Minogue record too from last year.
Padam
Yeah.
is gonna get them.
That's
Yeah.
one I was like, I don't know that one, but I actually do.
Yeah.
It's a big one.
That's the joint. You know, if you want to get a
what
little
about deep
cooler,
cuts?
deep. Well, I don't know about. I mean, deep cuts. I'm going. Call back. Let's do some Kevin, Jay-Z Prodigy. Anything of his is gonna be crazy. Some ballroom stuff. There was a TikTok moment. I forget who made the song though, but it was a TikTok moment last year or 2 years ago, where it was like a ballroom record that blew up on TikTok. And Here Comes the Hurricane, and everybody was playing that shit. That's a deep cut that people wouldn't know. That's like a ballroom record. I mean, Break My Soul, Beyonce is gonna do it every time, and then Robin S. Show Me Love is probably one of the greatest house records of all time. That's just
Man, when
that's
that
just
dropped, well,
that's just me. That's gonna get
Hell yeah.
all right, thanks.
Cool.
I'm trying to put together that crate as we speak. So,
But disco gonna get you there, man. Disco go. I Will Survive. Don't Leave Me This Way. Like that's going.
okay, all right.
That's gonna get you where you need to go.
Well, that's all I got, man. Well,
Oh man,
yeah.
It was good
Mike.
catching up with y'all.
Yeah, Mike. Yeah, man. That was. Thank you for answering our questions, man, and putting up with us. That's like, yeah, man. Great work, dude.
I miss you guys.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? I got a bone.
I just saw you, but
I just saw you. I pulled up on you. I got a bone to pick with Jerzy. I feel like the last time I saw you, you got me fucked up, bro. I was like, bro.
Yeah,
Jerzy
that
was like a shot, and we got to do another shot. I said, bro. I can't.
Jerzy
keep it
saying
together.
that?
It was a while ago.
I don't think I've ever seen Jerzy drunk.
It was wild. I remember this. I said, "Oh, you dangerous!" She's like, come on, Mike, we got to do. I think I might have been with Vice. I forget where
That's
we
that
were.
Midwest. That's that Midwest in me. It's just
That was
we
crazy.
just that's what we do. Yeah, that's
Got me toe
what
up.
we do in the winters to stay warm.
But it's been a while. It's been a while.
It's been a long time. Yeah.
It's good to see y'all though.
Yeah, we had some good times, man. Yeah, well, thank you so much for doing this. We really quick, I just want to shout out to everyone that's listening and left comments on our IG page. We appreciate that. And on our X page, which is formerly Twitter, and YouTube as well. All the people that are on YouTube leave comments and reviews. We really appreciate it. 5ski for leaving a review. We appreciate that, man. Thank you for leaving a review on your own podcast. And don't forget, everyone, send your edits, earbuds at headlinermusicclub.com. Big thank you to Scratchy, James, and Good Chill for putting this show together for us. We really appreciate all the hard work you guys do. 5, you got a playlist you're going to plug?
Yeah, we got the DJ 5 playlist on Headliner Music Club, updated weekly or sometimes bi-weekly. But all the hits,
Depending on how you feel. If you forget it, you don't
all
know,
the
right?
edits and bangers I'm playing out. We got the Open House Radio on YouTube, Open House Radio on Diplo's Revolution. Go check that out. And appreciate.
And we have our own playlist too. We have our earbuds playlist, so that actually gets updated. It should be updated when this episode comes out. If not,
a day.
just yell at Good Chill because he's the one who's supposed to be on that. But also, we have a hat that I'm wearing. I'm not sure. We still have a few left. I know
I think there's
we
like
were running
4 or 5, but I don't know if they're still on the site. But yeah.
Yeah, so
Very low inventory.
low inventory of the earbuds hat. We really appreciate that. And DJ Icon made a nice video, so thank you for doing that. So if you guys get a hat, make sure you tag us, and we'll shout you out on the next pod. I think that's it. Does anyone else have anything else? You guys have anything you want to go?
Mike.
Support. Please support my record. I got it coming out. It's called UPXMT.
Yes.
My group I just started with, Unlike Pluto, it's called UPXMT. We got a new record. It's called Glow in the Dark. And then I got a lot of music vibrations on the interweb. So please check out the music. Support, independent artists. We need that.
Perfect. I love that. Thank you, Mike. And then we do a little thing just to test your mic. Can you we just count to 10? But
I go one note.
No, we're going down now. We're going down. Just like, how deep can you get?
I didn't even know that we started recording. I was like, oh, okay, it's like, oh, this is a new thing we're doing. And I'm like, and I looked over. I'm like, oh no.
All right. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for doing this. Thank you, guys. We'll catch you next month. Peace.
Peace.
Bye.